Welcome to the Fantasy Scholars. I'm Tyler, and today we're going to go over 4 players that I believe are overvalued. The first player is Keston Hiura, the second baseman for the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, in 2019, he exploded onto the scenes. He had 314 at-bats. He hit 303, had an on-base plus slugging of 938 with 19 homers, 49 RBIs, and 9 stolen bases. Absolutely stunning stuff. But he fell off completely in 2020. He led the National League in strikeouts with 85 and hit 212 with 13 homers, which was respectable. He had an on-base of 297 and 3 stolen bases. He had a total of 217 at-bats. Now, this is alarming. This is quite alarming, and he is not good defensively, and that's good to point out because Colton Wong just joined the Brewers, and he is very good defensively. He's a Gold Glover, and Keston Hiura is going to be moving over to first base, and maybe he gets a little time playing second base, but I don't think so because he's just not at all good defensively, and they almost took him out of the lineup last season because of his defense, and that is really alarming to see. So he's really going to have to fight to stay in that lineup with his bat. And last year, he just did not do it. Yes, he has potential to be really good, but that strikeout rate is quite scary. His average draft position is 64th overall, which is ahead of Charlie Blackmon, Steven Strasburg, and Gleyber Torres. I would not take him above any of those guys, even if I needed a second baseman / first baseman, because I'm not really sure exactly what position he will be playing. So I would take him more around 74 to 77 overall because the strikeouts are scary. He's going to have to fight to stay in that lineup. The next player is Jo Adell, the top prospect for the Angels, and he was flat out terrible in 2020. Now, he is only 21 years old, and he has a lot of potential to be really good. He's got a lot of power and a lot of speed to be an electric player. Like, he's a top prospect, but in redraft leagues, you simply cannot go with a guy who's going to be boom or bust and maybe headed down to the minor leagues. Joe Maddon, the manager for the Angels, straight up said he needs more time in the minor leagues. And if you're going to draft a player that is going to be spending a lot of time in the minor leagues, you just cannot afford that. Now, in 2020, he hit 161 and had an on base of 212 with 3 home runs. 161. Now, his average draft position is 308. And we have talked about this earlier, that there are a lot of quality players in the 300s. So I would wait until like 340, maybe 350 to grab Jo Adell in redraft leagues. Dynasty League, yes, he is way more appealing. He's got potential to be really good. He just needs to figure it out because he was just simply not good last season. He was striking out a ton, and that has been a problem for him throughout his career in the minors and now into the majors. The next player is a very, very talented player. So you're like, why do we have him on the list? Well, he just simply may not be in that starting rotation, and that is Dustin May. Now, Dustin May is on the Dodgers, and the Dodgers just got Trevor Bauer. So you have Trevor Bauer, Walker Buehler, and Clayton Kershaw. Those 3 are locked into the rotation. You also have Goslin, Urias, and David Price. And now Dustin May. So, you got a lot of pitchers, and I don't think you spend $102 million on Trevor Bauer to go with the 6-man rotation. And the Dodgers have been known to be shifting guys in and out of that rotation. So, Dustin May just may be a relief pitcher. He could be a back-end bullpen guy, and at his average draft position is 174. That's kind of risky for a guy who you just don't know is going to be a starter. You need guys who can eat up innings, can get those strikeouts, and get those wins at that point. But again, Dustin May is loaded with talent that if we knew he would be the starter, he would be really, really good this season. We just don't know right now. So it's a guy you got to keep on your radar to say, okay, is he going to be the starter or is he going to be a bullpen guy? Because we just simply do not know right now. So his average draft position is 174. I would not rush to get him or reach to get him at that. I would say wait till the 180s. Now, if we do hear news that he is going to be the rotation guy, then yes, grab him at 174 or maybe a bit higher. But right now, don't reach 174. Just go lower than that. I think he's overvalued for just the amount of innings he's going to get. But yes, he is talented. So dynasty leagues, for sure, get Dustin May. The last guy is a guy that also strikeouts quite a bit. Is Javier Baez. Now, 2019-2018, he was spectacular. He looked really, really good. He was the runner-up to the MVP voting in 2018. But this is a guy who is the definition of boom or bust. He is extremely fun to watch. Yes, he can hit the ball extremely far. He can play really good defense. But he's a career 28% strikeout. Oh my gosh. And his walk rate is 5%. That's really alarming because he's never really had a good on base compared to what his average has been. And in 2020, he hit 203 and had an on base of 304. I'm sorry, his on base was 238. Yeah, so his career on base is 304. That is not fun. That is really, really alarming. And his average job position is 63rd overall. And I would just not grab him there. I think he's being overvalued. You can get guys like Marcus Semien much lower than him. So I would wait on Javier Baez. I would wait till probably the low 70s. But right now, I would just be kind of alarmed because of that strikeout rate and the lack of walks that he is getting. Thank you all for watching. Leave a comment if you guys want to see more videos like this. And we'll see you guys next time.